Good morning, girl. Rise and shine. Come on, Stephanie. Time to get up.
Oh, bloody hell. What time is it?
It's time for you to get your lazy butt out of bed.
Please. I hardly got a wink of sleep last night.
And whose fault was that?
You're listening to the culprit now. Well, that's it. I'm done. She can't sleep here anymore. She has to sleep downstairs in the basement.
Why didn't she sleep there last night?
I don't know. She said it's too cold down there. The bed's comfortable. It's furnished. And in the summertime, you could fry an egg on the floor.
So what are you going to do?
Well, that's it. I'm telling her she's got to sleep downstairs.
Well, you go, girl. What are you waiting for?
I'd feel a lot more confident if I was wearing body armor.
Just tell her and get it over with.
Okay, well, this is it. Mum, get your bloody ass out of bed. Oh, good morning, daughter. There's nothing good about it. What's your problem? Has Wesley been bad? No, it's you, Mum. What the bloody hell did I do? You snore like a truck driver. You kept me up all night. Well, that's it. Tonight you're going to sleep in the basement. Fine. I'll sleep in the basement, catch my death of cold, and then you know what else will happen? No, what? You'll have to fly out to England for my funeral. That means you'll have to deal with your father, who's probably going to be drunk on his ass, your brother who'll be trying to drown himself, and my sister who's going to have to pay for all this, all because you wanted me to sleep in the basement. Are you quite finished? No, I have one more thing to say. And what's that? Is there a telly down there? Oh, bloody hell.
Whatever may come our way, we'll deal with it day to day. We hope you'll be there while we're living in our timeshare.
Yeah, this should make a good podcast for tonight. I'm liking it. Hello? Vito's Pizzeria? Yeah, I want to order a large pie. 1/4 pepperoni, 1/4 sausage, 1/4 mushroom, and 1/4 extra cheese. And no anchovies. You put anchovies on that pizza and there's going to be hell to pay. Why would you put anchovies on a pizza? Well, guess what? The last time I ordered a pizza from you guys, you put anchovies on it. I do not like anchovies. I do not like the way they taste. I do not like the way they smell. I don't even like saying anchovies. Okay? You got me? No anchovies. Fine. Okay. Yeah, well, it's Sunnyside Timeshare. We're right on the corner. You can't miss it. Right. Okay. How long? 1 hour? Okay, fine. But not 1 minute later or you know the deal. I get half off. Okay. Thank you. Bye. They better not put anchovies on that pizza. You're sleeping in the basement and that's all there is to it. Listen to you giving orders. Who do you think you are, Queen of England? Well, if I am, that makes you the royal pain in the ass. Excuse me. What the hell is it with you two? You stay out of it, Wesley. Don't talk to my boyfriend like that. Thanks, Steph. You stay out of it. Do you know what my daughter wants me to do?
The possibilities are endless.
She wants me to sleep in that cold, dark basement. She snores like a truck driver and I can't get any sleep.
Then I have a simple solution. Steph, you sleep in the basement.
That works for me. You want me to give up my room? Oh, what's the matter? Basement doesn't sound so good anymore, does it?
You do want to sleep, don't you?
I suppose.
Well, this way you get your sleep and your mom doesn't have to sleep in the basement.
This is blackmail. Works damn well, too. I'm just sorry I didn't think of it. Fine, you can have my room. I'll sleep in the basement.
There. Wasn't that easy?
You're supposed to be on my side.
I'm on the side of restoring peace to this house.
Then you're going to help me move my things downstairs.
With pleasure.
Well, now that that's settled. Wait a minute, we're not finished. Oh, what is it now? Look, I do all the cooking and cleaning around here, so from now on you're going to pull your weight. As long as I don't have to pull your weight. What's that supposed to mean? Lay off the snacks. If you get any fatter, somebody's going to mistake you for a whale and stick a harpoon in your belly. You should talk. The last time your stomach was flat was when Eisenhower was invading the Chinese.
Ladies, can we take this to another room? I'm getting a headache.
See what you did? Your boyfriend is upset. My boyfriend is upset because you won't let us have any fun. Oh, please. The only reason he wants to sleep with you is because you're the only one available. Is that true? I'm the consolation prize? Don't hold back, Wesley. Tell her how you really feel.
I think I've said enough already.
See, he's trying to spare your feelings. At least I have feelings. You're so repressed, the sex police have put out a search party for your vagina.
Oh my God. Steph said vagina.
Oh, you shut up. I'm going to be saying a lot more words around here if I don't start getting some respect. See what you did? You've corrupted my daughter.
Hey, I wasn't the one who taught your daughter about her vagina.
Well, I sure as hell didn't. No, you taught me about my hoo-ha and not to let boys touch me you know where. It was years before I figured out what you know where was. And you still don't know what to do with it. Well, I sure know now. Was he the one who taught you? No, that's because of Rhonda Morgenstein. Is she the prostitute?
Ex-prostitute.
Oh, please. Once a hoe, always a hoe. And that's your problem. Always so judgmental. It's either your way or the highway. Where did she learn to talk like this?
Too much American television.
No, more like too much living with this band of loonies.
Hey, you can move out anytime you like.
I'm still not sleeping in the basement. Take my room. Take the whole bloody house for all I care.
What is her problem?
She didn't get much sleep.
Oh, right. The snoring.
Oh, you going to judge me too?
I wouldn't dream of it, Mrs. Bloodworth.
Well, good. Now, if you don't mind, I have things to do.
Oh, I am so going to regret this in the morning. Well, I think just a few more changes, and this should be good to go. Hello, Vito's Pizzeria? Hey, look, I ordered a pizza about 4 hours ago, and I'm still waiting for it. Yeah, well, you know what? There aren't just children starving in Africa. There's one starving right here in the good old US of A. So what's the problem? The driver couldn't find the place? For the love of God, it's right on the corner. A blind squirrel could find it and stop by for a serving of peanuts. No, never mind. I'll call somebody else. The incompetence in this world just boggles the mind.
I finished moving my things. Where's my mum?
She and Phyllis went out shopping for clothes.
She and Phyllis? Well, there's a disaster in the making. And what does my mum need clothes for?
She says she needs a new wardrobe, and Phyllis says she needs a new red dress.
She needs another red dress like I need my mum living here.
Hey, you're the one who brought her here.
I didn't think it would be this bad.
And with no outlet for relief, it's only going to get worse.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm perfectly content.
Well, of course. You got Rhonda Morgenstein's Guide to Magic Fingers.
Hey, it's not like you can't spend all day in the bathroom.
What? With your mother living here? That's all I need is for her to walk in on me.
She'd probably get the thrill of her life and you'd probably enjoy the attention.
From your mother? Oh!
Oh, please, don't think I don't notice the way you look at her. And besides, Martina told me all about your little conversation.
What conversation was that?
When she called my mum an old biddy and you said that she was hot.
Oh, that.
You think I don't know my mum's attractive? Men have chased after her whole life. It's a miracle she never had an affair.
How do you know she didn't?
Because my mum wouldn't do that.
But you really don't know, do you?
No, I suppose I don't. But as repressed as she is, I can't imagine it.
Maybe it's an act.
What do you mean?
Maybe she just wants to make you think she's repressed. That way it's easy for her to expect the same thing from you. Otherwise, it just makes her a hypocrite.
I never thought of that.
What I don't understand is why your mom hates me so much.
She doesn't hate you.
Well, you sure could have fooled me.
It's just you remind her of my father.
Oh, please. Tell me I don't act that old.
It's not that. When my father was younger, he was just like you. He was sweet and charming, and then he got older and he turned into, well, what he is today.
So your mother thinks I'm going to turn into your father?
And she's afraid I'm going to be hurt as a result.
Stephanie, trust me. I will never turn into your father.
I know that, but it's going to take my mum some convincing.
Do you want me to talk to her?
You can try, but I don't think it'll do any good. Mum can be quite stubborn.
Runs in the family.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Good, and I can pretend I didn't say it.
No, I just have to hope that Phyllis doesn't talk into buying something slutty and cheap.
I think that's more Rhonda's territory.
I used to think so until that last dress that Phyllis bought.
Yeah, that was something all right. That was the day Kathy caught her and Roy.
We know what they were doing. I just hope you don't think I'm ever going to do that.
The thought never crossed my mind. Hell, at this point, I would just be happy if your mother would let me hold your hand.
She is the prison warden, all right.
Yeah, well, if I don't get out of jail soon, there's going to be a prison break real soon.
Maybe we should call Tony and Molly Gambini. Well, that wasn't too bad.
Hell, you bought out the store.
I was in need of a new wardrobe.
And I'm in need of a new credit card.
Nobody asked you to pay for all this.
Hey, was the least I could do to help get you settled.
Oh, you're home. How did it go?
Your mom bought out the store.
I hope at least you'll be dressed properly at all times. Was that supposed to be a dig? Heaven forbid, Mum.
You need any help getting that downstairs?
I just need my daughter to clear a path for me. Mum, leave the bags by the couch and I'll bring them down for you.
Now that's a good daughter.
Oh, she's just sucking up.
Oh, Mrs. Bloodworth, I just finished moving your things into Stephanie's old room.
You've got me dead and buried already, haven't you?
I'm just waiting for the vultures to come and pick at your bones.
They're going to have to get through all that fat first. At least the vultures would enjoy my carcass. God only knows what they would do with yours.
Boy, this reminds me of the good old days. What good old days were those? Oh, you know, when we were all sitting around here arguing about the value of porn.
You sit around watching porn?
Not anymore.
Well, good, because I think it's disgusting. Mum, you think a traditional white wedding is disgusting. Well, it is. All those hypocrites. The last time any of those women saw their virginity, the Queen was still taking calls from Hillary Clinton.
I can only imagine what they talked about.
If it was Bill, you know what they were talking about. That man was an idiot.
What makes you say that?
You don't do that stuff in the Oval Office. Go rent a motel, for crying out loud. So the fact that the President of the United States was having sex with someone other than his wife doesn't bother you? What he was doing was not having sex.
Trust me, what he was doing was definitely having sex.
And you should know.
Hey, I'm not ashamed of what I did.
Are we talking about what I think we're talking about? We are. Well, I think that's disgusting.
Don't knock it until you've tried it.
I wouldn't be caught dead. Too bad Monica Lewinsky didn't feel the same way. Now that was a girl who knew how to get ahead.
I think it was Bill getting ahead. Tell me you didn't go there.
He did. Well, I'll go leave my things on the couch.
Well, I guess I'll go downstairs and put my new dress away.
Another red one?
What else? You have a problem with red?
How many red dresses does one person need?
Is that a serious question?
My daughter doesn't understand the necessity of a wardrobe. Maybe because thanks to you, I never needed one.
Yeah, just like the good old days.
Sis, I don't know how much more of this place I can stand. Oh, look, I have to go. Someone's coming.
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Mrs. Bloodworth.
What would give you that idea? I always keep my door closed when I'm doing my Margaret Thatcher impersonations.
Well, I was hoping we could talk.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, for starters, are you enjoying your stay here?
What would make you think I wasn't?
Well, you don't seem very happy. Maybe there's something I can do?
Why do you even care?
You are my girlfriend's mother.
You really care about my daughter, don't you?
I love your daughter.
For now.
What makes you think that's going to change?
I think by now my daughter would have told you.
Well, she did tell me about her father.
You remind me of him.
She told me that too.
Then she must have told you what I'm afraid of.
She did. All I can say is I'm not her father.
Not yet, anyway.
Mrs. Bloodworth, not every guy is your ex-husband.
But too many are.
So what? You want Stephanie to be alone for the rest of her life?
I don't want her to get hurt.
Mrs. Bloodworth, you can't lock her up in a bubble.
That isn't very reassuring.
Look, let me tell you something. Your daughter can dish it out just as well as she can take it. We have not been without our problems.
See, they're starting already.
But we're still here. We're still together. Our problems have only made us stronger.
Everybody has their breaking point.
And right now that breaking point appears to be you. You keeping us apart from each other is not helping any.
I'm doing it for your own good.
How is this for our own good?
If you're still together after having not been able to have sex with each other, then there's a pretty good chance that you'll make it.
So this is a test.
Call it whatever you want.
And when do we pass this test?
When I think you have.
So what are we looking at? Months? Years? Will I be on Social Security by then? Oh, wait a minute. I already am.
I'll know when the time is right.
Wonderful. You're not making this easy for us.
Nothing worthwhile is ever easy.
Well, you'll see. We're going to pass your test.
I hope you do.
You do?
Believe it or not, you're probably the best thing that's ever happened to my daughter.
You have a strange way of showing it.
You'll thank me later.
I hope you're right. Well, thanks for the talk. You've made things loud and clear.
Oh, Wesley, I haven't even begun to put you to the test. I'm sorry, I couldn't talk before. Wesley came for a visit. Oh, hell, I have to go again. Bye. What is this, London Waterloo Station? Elizabeth Taylor's bedroom has had less traffic than this.
I'm sorry, Mum. I thought we could talk.
What, you too?
What do you mean?
Your boyfriend was here earlier. He wanted to talk too.
So what did you two talk about?
Mostly why I won't let him get down your knickers.
Oh, Mum, you didn't.
I've known some horny men in my day, but Wesley takes it to a whole new level.
Well, can you blame him? He wants to be with me.
For the life of me, I can't understand why.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not exactly a sex kitten. He could certainly do better.
Mum, you didn't tell him that, did you?
No, he was too busy drooling.
So how did you leave things?
Why don't you ask him?
I'm asking you.
Let's just say I think we understand each other.
Don't you mean you think he understands you?
However you want to look at it.
I take it nothing has changed, and we still have to keep our hands off each other.
What would make you think otherwise?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a spark of humanity?
You think I'm being too hard on you two, don't you?
In a word, yes.
You'll understand when you get older.
When I get older, Mum, my boyfriend is on Social Security.
He mentioned that. How much does he get monthly?
I don't know. It's none of my business.
Well, if you're going to be together, shouldn't you know his finances? Is that what this is all about? Well, I'll have you know that his sister Martina is a millionaire many times over. So what does that have to do with Wesley? Because Wesley, I mean Steve, is in Martina's will. When she dies, he gets everything. You don't say. So maybe now you'll change your tune? Money isn't everything, says the woman who let my aunt pay for my education my whole life. She was never supposed to tell you that. Well, she did. She's done a lot more for me than I ever imagined. More than your mother, right? Mum, all I ever wanted you to do was to love me. What made you think I didn't? You never had any time for me. You never taught me about the real world. You set me up with a sex fiend that almost destroyed my life forever. You're never going to let me forget that, are you? Mum, I'm having a hard enough time forgetting it. And I finally reached a point in my life where I can let a man touch me, and now you want to take that away from me. Are you finished? Yes, because obviously I'm wasting my time. Mum, you can only keep us apart for so long. Daughter, you have no idea what I'm capable of. It's me. We can talk now. I just found out something that's going to change my whole life.
Hi, Steve. I'm not Captain America Rogers here with another installment of Timeshare Tidbits. Carol Spring once said, "The happy family is a myth for many." We're now into week 2 of living with Mrs. Bloodworth, and I think it's safe to say that WW2 had fewer casualties. I'm not sure who is going to be left standing, if anyone, after this bloodbath is over. All I know is we're starting to run out of cold water, and I'm starting to run out of Vaseline. The only good that could possibly come out of this is that eventually the surface population will decrease by quite a few. Maybe Scrooge had the right idea all along. Roger's out.
Excuse me, but your pizza's here.
Please tell me there's no anchovies on it.
You mean these bluish green silvery striped things?
Oh, hell.